Okay, here we are again with my little GeoCities web page from the late 90s, 96, 97, somewhere around there. Um, Basically, what I want to talk to today about is the marquee banner applet that I had converted into JavaScript and HTML5 with the canvas. Um, Basically, Java applets are no longer supported in web browsers, so I had to find a way to get the top portion working similar to how the original applet worked. I haven't gone through to like get an old Windows installation virtual machine running to verify the original applet behavior. So a lot of this is just going on from memory. So I don't know if the star field is correct or not, or the there's just a lot that I'm just guessing at. But for my memory, this looks very much what I recall, or at least the feeling is there. So with the applet, or it's no longer an applet anymore, but I'm probably going to refer to it as an applet. I created this goodies page in the original site, but I added the the little marquee, which I'm just going to call Shumi's color marquee, similar how I did the soundtrack. And when you go here, you can actually have a sample marquee that you can actually edit with these forms. So you can actually change the height to like 67 pixels high or whatnot. Um, there's also the ability to change the sequences in the message file. So the marquee has been updated to load up the original sequence file and process all of the directions. Actually, if you go down here, you can see this is the original file here in the way that it's been formatted, but I have loaded it up here so that you can actually edit it. So the first number is just how many records there are, and everything else is like the text, the colors apply to that text, and then the enter and exit transition. And that's it. So I've converted that into a little grid up here. So you can actually say, okay, I want to have it exit in the center. So this is going to zoom out on you now. There you go. You saw this is coming in from the right. That's because it's entering from the right. We can make it exit in the center again. Now that just came in from the right because um, I was too slow. There we go. We just made it go to the top. Um, you can edit the individual colors. So I can go here, and you can see the text is selected for a reason. Whatever is selected gets the new color, whatever you're selecting here. So you can see the preview is applying to everything that is selected. So if I just say, let's select Geo, you can see how only Geo is now changing, which is really cool because I can say I just want located to be changed to red, and I just want the inner letters to be changed to a darker red, and then the inner colors from there change to even darker red, and then the A gets down to like almost black. So that's how the color picker that I added gets applied. It's just to make it easier to do that. You can also select the text down here, but it copies back up to the top text for the selection because I want to be able to preview what it's doing when I use the color picker. So that's how that works. So I can save the row, and there we go. And where are we down? We're down there now. There we go. Look at that. It's waving. Okay. The big thing here, though, that I've been working on is the background modes. So I only used stars. The author actually had two other modes for rain and snow. So I did add those. Excuse me. So here's rain. I'm thinking I should have probably made them into dots since he names everything else dots. I don't remember the rain. So I'm just, going with what I think would be better. And then here's the snow. So it's kind of like a fluffy. So you can make the dots a white color. And maybe you want a darker background for snow at the nighttime. You can actually choose from other modes that I've created. So I've got fireflies. And you can change these to like, there we go. Got little fireflies going around. Dust. It's just little circles just floating around. Bubbles. So we've got kind of like an underground ocean or an aquarium kind of feeling going on here. And then we've got bubble pop. So if you like soda pop or a bubble bath, you've got a bubble popping theme going on here. Embers. Maybe you like to do fire something. I don't know. There you go. Maybe you're doing something with a Minecraft site regarding the Nether, so you've got embers coming up. We've got sparkles, which is more of a night sky that you would probably want to go with. We've got fog. You can do fog's not a normal like small particle dot thing, but you can make it look like clouds from heaven when you get a lot of them together. Because that's all fog is just clouds. Comets. I'm thinking about changing these to be like starry background with the comets. I'm not sure. Matrix. You've got obviously have to have a green dot color for that. And let's get the background to be green. There we go. We've got confetti. We've got bouncing balls. The cool thing about the bouncing balls is you can get a ton of them to have this weird looking banner effect. That's a wobbly thing there. We've got static for like an old school CRT screen. You can get a lot of dots or just a few. We've got some leaves, which are more or less, they look like petals to me. So I can make them maybe pink. And then fireworks. So we can make, I don't know. Does that look more like fireworks to you? So I got all those different modes. This isn't done yet. There's still a few fields missing for the controls. Mainly like the default text without loading a text file. I'd like to get some of those things up here. But the big thing was getting this editable, letting you edit a sequence file, fixing all of the transition scenes or coming in and going out, and then adding all of the background modes. I'm thinking about splitting the background modes to make them sort of like a plug and play loader of some kind, maybe. I'm still thinking about how to set that up. And then I'm also thinking about making more enter and exit transitions. So instead of just saying center, maybe like zoom in or zoom out to have the text describe what you're doing with the text with the camera. Maybe have text rolling in or like a rotating inward or something. Yeah, so I'm just thinking different things here of what I could do with it. Um, so kind of like we've got the old school '90s vibe with a little bit of additional cool stuff in there. I haven't set up images yet. I didn't use images, but the applet originally did have support from what I saw to use images. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should let the dots have an assignable image to give people more control over what they see here. Of course, fireworks. I don't know what you're going to do with fireworks for the dots because the fireworks have different states and things going on, but like maybe the balls and the confetti, they could have their own individual images assigned. So, yay. All right, that's it.